Yo, Manish on the beat, shebang. All of my ops, they dead. Why do they gas me up? Where does it go? My head. How much I got? A lot. Don't leave again, I won't.
Welcome to another vlog, everyone. Welcome back. Currently packing at the moment because we're going into Hong Kong and we're obviously starting this 50k challenge. This episode I'm actually going to be breaking down the episode, like the challenges I'm buying, because I actually need to buy them all right now. I think I've got 3 and I've got 3 more to buy. So this was episode 1. There's obviously the approach to the challenge. The 50k challenge is more than enough and the mindset towards it. I've just finished filming up some more like resources for the guys who want to kind of get free resources. But right now, this is Dubai. Just super gloomy, but beautiful. So I'm waiting for dinner at the moment. I ordered PF Chang's, donut and Deku say hi. We're also packing because we're moving as well. We're moving house and it feels really weird to vlog again, so I'm going to try and bring my best energy whilst I do, and also speaking in front of the camera. But as an overall, I hate flying because I just feel like there's always so much that I'm missing, or I feel like something I'm missing. So it always gives me so much anxiety to fly because I feel like I haven't tidied everything up, but realistically, nothing's gonna happen. It's just like self-inflicted, but I think it's because a million miles an hour, you don't wanna leave, and attachment, focus. So right now, going to pack, and after I pack, I will, when I get to Hong Kong, I will break down the challenges that I'm doing with you guys, and I'll try my best to get some B-rolls off of the travel as an overall.
What they say now.
Welcome back to another vlog, guys, and this is the 50k challenge. And in this 50k challenge, I'm literally doing a 50k prop firm challenge from scratch and to the end to show you guys how it works. And this week, I've literally written it down here, is on our first week or 7 days, we are currently up $1,725 on one account, and we are minus at $600 and something dollars, $649 on another account. We have 6 account in totals, 4 are not traded, 2 are traded, although the other 4 I have to trade them for activity reminders. And in this video, I'm going to break down how our first week went. But before I do that, I wanted to also quickly mention is don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is, we've got the vlogs channel, which we're going to be uploading a lot more like of trading and prop firm and day in the life of a trader. But alongside with this will be on the main channel where our funded prop traders is like all prop firm reviews and all that stuff is going to go onto that. Because I find that like on our main channel, it's always going to be like a lot more prop firm reviews and prop firm related information. And then the vlogs channel is a bit more like of just the day in the life. And in the day in the life, we basically got quite a lot of things we can share with you, how we're building the FBT channel, how my trading goes, and how my life goes as an overall, which apparently you guys like to watch. And just a quick one, this is the new office. It's kind of crazy how far we've come. We've got the whiteboard, we've got all the books up there, the Alex Monopoly, which means quite cool things to us as well. We've got the sea view over there, which is the marina, which I can't seem to zoom in. Now I can zoom in all the way, just change the lens, but that's the sea view. So we pay for it, it's like a little gap, and it's currently the sea view. And then we have a sofa, and this sofa is basically what I like to kind of just chill on, relax, read. I've got my one screen set up at the moment, and then just my cupboards full of snacks and all other things. So I'm going to go into a screen recording in a minute to show you over the 7 days what had happened. But next week I will be taking you guys a lot more of the day in the life of every single day as a day-to-day, as opposed to this week. This week has just been so crazy because we just started off and I just got back into Dubai and it was my birthday. So I'm just going to do a bit of a story time, screen telling, and also showing you the accounts as an overall as well. Yeah, right now this is one of the accounts here, which is set through, and then let me just log into the other account now. That's the Hollow Prime account. This is the Funding Pips account. This is the Funding Pips account here, minus the 300. Do you know what? I should be able to share the account. So here's the Funding Pips account here, and then I'll just show you. I'll log into the other ones. I will show my personal account, and here is the Hollow Prime account, which is here. Dan Chang, Hollow Prime account. And that's where we're at with the current accounts as an overall. Now, it's quite simple. This week will be a very short one for week 1, but Day 1, day 2, day 3, there was no trades. Day 4, day 5, day 6. Day 4, there was the trade. Day 5, day 6, day 7, no trades. Day 4, there was a trade where I logged as a missed trade, which I'll go through on Telegram. And day 6 and day 7 was Saturday and Sunday, so there was no trades. Day 1, I was just getting back into it. I just landed back in Dubai. It was so crazy that I landed in Dubai. I got my days mixed up on TikTok. Days 2, I was just looking at the markets. There were no trades. But what I'm going to do now is we'll go on to the screen recording and I'll show you those trades as an overall. I'm also going to explain to you like each day what I actually did a little bit on those days, just to kind of tell you a little more of like how a lifestyle of a trader really works when you're really trying to make it happen. Okay, so welcome to the breakdown off of the 7 days of the first week off of the trading challenge. And it's really cool because it just shows you that just a little bit is more than enough. And realistically, most of this actual first week is going to be showing and telling you guys actually about how I haven't really been trading, which sounds kind of backwards, right? Like this whole 50k challenge and everything about trading is, oh, we should be trading. But one of the most important things is knowing when to trade and when not to trade. Now, I've taken a little bit of a break from trading, so this was my first week back. And though it was my first week back, one of the big things of coming back after a long break from trading, take it slow, because when you come back into the trading you could basically go and overtrade and absolutely kill it, and what would happen is it would give you a sense of euphoria and also give you a sense of confidence and overconfidence in your trading, which really isn't realistic. So that's why I've had that in the past, where I've come into this, I've traded really well, and then I just have that expectation for the rest of the year where realistically it isn't realistic. So it's important to kind of take it slow. So let's start with day 1. Day 1, I was actually on my way back. I've been, if you did or didn't know, I've been back and forth from Dubai and Hong Kong, and we have had some work in Hong Kong, which is why I'm based out there a lot more. And obviously on the new vlogs channel in a month's time, I'll be doing a lot more vlogs, just how I integrate trading in my life, how I travel so much, and my life in Hong Kong, because we can film in Hong Kong. But I've just got back into Dubai on the 1st of June. So the first thing I did on that day was pretty much just kind of catch up with where we were with the accounts. I set myself up on the accounts as well. So everything I had has been updated on Twitter and also updated on Telegram, and I'm going to be using Telegram and my trading journal as a reference today to show you everything as an overall. So on the first day, we had no real trades, new month ready to start. Episode 2 was then released on day 2, which gives you my blueprint, what I'm actually doing in this whole challenge, the whole plan that I have as an overall, what is going to happen in the next 4 to 6 weeks, a strategy breakdown, and the prop firm challenges that I am trading with. Alongside with here, I ended up starting just to look into the charts. So here we can see on gold, I was basically having a slight bias. I think that it could potentially push onto the lower time frame. On higher time frame, this was looking higher high, and I also did this on my week 1, which is here on the gold chart. On the 4-hour chart, what I liked is that it did look like it could push onto the higher part, and it did break above a high, but overall on the 4 hours it looked like it is going to respect the 4-hour moving average on a lower trend. So what's really interesting about this, and what's really cool about this actually as well, is that you end up seeing some confirmations. So gold looked really good to push onto the upside on the lower time frame. However, the 4-hour time frame was against. And the great thing about this on day number 3 is that it was exactly a beautiful call. And this is why market analysis is key. Market analysis is when you really have an understanding of the direction of the market you are trading. Now, I would say realistically, most good traders can call the market 70 to 80%. It's the trading that is the hard bit. It's the trading, it's the execution, is to be okay. You can be right on the direction and still wrong on the trade. Does that make sense? So I could say, yes, it's going to come lower, but I could get the entry wrong, my stop loss could be wrong, I could be faked out, I could be liquidity hunted. There is just so much to it that we really don't know, which is what makes the trading part incredibly difficult. So on day 3 was really nice, because what happened was DAX, there really wasn't much going on. There was pullbacks, and then I just wrote some notes on them. But gold was the main thing I was focusing on, seeing that we had a respect off of the moving average. It shows again the higher time frame is over the lower time frame. And then on the 50k summary, that's exactly what I wrote. I said a big reminder here is that on the higher time frame, we will always put over the lower time frame, because higher time frames will be respected sooner or later. Being patient right now, being patient is part of trading. Get set up with the super attractives, and not only that as well, just make sure that I'm trading within my time zones and not outside my time zone overall. On day number 4, I ended up having a first rep, and then not only did I have a first rep, I decided to take my first trade. On the first trade, actually had my first rep on day 3, and drew that in, and it looked like a continuation, which it ran through. But then we had our first trade, which was looking for a push onto the downside. I was looking at this trade right here. And this trade was basically, we had our first push onto the downside. Not only did we have a push onto the downside, we also had the 4 hours in correlation. So we had 4 hours in correlation. We had yesterday, which was day 3, the 3rd of June. This was actually the 4th of June. Yeah, there we go, on the 4th of June. And this is why the journal is great, because on day 3 is actually when I had the trade. So it shows that I got it wrong, because this is on the journal as of the 3rd, and I thought I had it on the 4th, but it was actually the 3rd I ended up taking the trade, and it actually correlates with the journals, which I'll show you in a minute as well. So on the 3rd of June, what we had was the 4 hours of pushing onto the downside. I believe that we could break the Tokyo low and then come to retest this area down here. Now, the key way that I trade is always understanding that we have our 2 zones where price is going to trade between. Now, my strategy is simply put, I look for point A to point B where I understand a direction, and from here I look for a condition and a confluence to have an entry requirement for my trade, and that is what trading is. And what that is what we call a pattern A. So I had my first try, which was a sell and a continuation at 112 my time. It was within my time frame, it was within my trading time. There was a moving average, the rivers were in favor, the moving average was in favor. The only objection was that we were trading on the Tokyo low, which could act as a base support. So there was a rough support here, a push onto the upside, and then it had a continuation. So what happened was this ended up pushing up to the upside. It ended up retesting these previous. It didn't test this previous high here at 4468, but it did come up just above where my zone is, and then took me out on my first trade, which then resulted me to having a loss of $654 on account number 1, which was my funding pips account. Now, I haven't got the other 2 just yet. I've bought them and I'll have them setting up as an overall, but after I buy them from there, I will also I'll cut that out. So that's the update as my overall on the funding pips account. So then we had a second account and a second trade. And the second trade we had was it rejected and then had a nice liquidity push and momentum push where I wanted to join the momentum to continue and push to have the exact same trade I did. So this is what I was explaining about direction, right? I was right on the direction. I was just wrong on the execution on the first trade. Now, this is the cool thing. Realistically, as an overall, when I hit this trade and this hit take profit, this is the coolest thing I want to share before even breaking the trade down, is that I minus 1R here, plus 3R here. So in total, I am up 2R. What that means is I'm up 2% on that return. If it's 1% for 2%. But the cool thing about this is I'm minus 1% on one account and I'm up 3% on another account. And that is one of the biggest powers of rotation. This is free game and it's probably got to be the best series on YouTube to learn how to be trading with prop firms, especially if you have a consistent profitable strategy. You use this towards your edge, you build up your prop firm capital, and then you migrate it into your own personal account and trade from your personal account moving forward. So I ended up having exactly the same trade with the momentum, a continuation onto the downside, and exactly the same trade setup as I did with my first one. This is the same trade, but just all it is it was called a second try. A second try being that the case, this ended up hitting and take profit, and then my hollow camera pound is up at $1,719, which is around 3.4R as an overall return, which is great accumulative profits. And now all I'm doing is realistically, I only need another 3.2K. So 2 more trades or 3 more trades, and that's their account pass. It just goes to show how incredibly quick that can go. So then on Telegram, we had shared this as well, the day charts breakdowns, the trade breakdowns as an overall. I've also shared it here, the full live trades at the time of opening the trades as well. And then obviously I was updating it whilst I was in the gym, the accounts and the power of rotations, the days, and then updating. And then on day 4, I was a bit busy over work and also trying to finish off work before I spent my birthday on Friday. So therefore I just did a repetition. This repetition, I do not know the result, so we can go and check that in together right now. So basically I had put a long position, which would be the 4th of June, but looking at that huge sell-off, it probably would stop loss. So it goes to show that this trade was wrong. Now, this trade was wrong. I would go back and review it and just see, was the trade a good trade? Was it a trade that didn't work out? Regardless, just because a trade is a loss doesn't mean it was wrong. Because look at that, the momentum was high, continuation onto the upside, broke out on Tokyo high, and we was making higher highs on the overall DAX. So it could just be a trade that resulted in a loss, but what we still call an A+ setup. So that's pretty much it. And then on the 5th of June, which I'm going to share with you, is my birthday. And my birthday was super cool. And my birthday is the power of trading. And it really reminded me of why trading is so great. I took this day off, and then day 6, day 7 was Saturday and Sunday. And today we're recording on Sunday, sorry. Today is the 7th of June at 4:24. So we're going to try our best to get this video out for you guys tomorrow. So that being said, you know, realistically, trading changed my life, and it's so cool to be understanding I'm up $1,000 in 1 week. That's more than enough. Yes, I make a lot more than that now, but this is exactly what to show you is that is more than enough. Imagine if you're up 1,000. Okay, let's just say it's one account minus 600, and you're plus 1,700. You're up 1.1k. If that's done for the month, you're up $1,100. That is enough money. Like, I'm here to make this series to let everyone be reminded that this is more than enough. We don't need to taste all of these big numbers. Of course, they will come in time. And of course, they are great for the trading careers and our trading professionals. And who doesn't like a 6-figure trade? You know, it's really changed my life. However, you have to start off small. I've had one of the best birthdays of my life, and I will share that with you guys a little bit later on. But as for now, I wanted to end this video and keep it short and sweet with you guys. On my first week of trading this 50k challenge. And remember to like, share and subscribe. If you want to follow the full journey, don't forget to join Telegram, and also sharing on Twitter and also on YouTube. But YouTube is going to be the main ones. This one's a week behind, but you get to see the full breakdowns. Telegram is the fastest updates, and on TikTok as well. These two areas is where you get the instant updates a lot quicker. And if you want to get the worksheet and everything like that, that is also in the description free below. I mean, I've planned for 4 to 6 weeks to pass this challenge, but do you know what? If this continues, I could pass Hollow Prime next week or the week after, which will be 3rd weeks, and then get payout on the 4th week. So it kind of could in tandem work pretty fast. I'm trading with Hollow Prime and Funding Pips, so if you do want to get a challenge with them, Funding Pips is 20% off, code WChampFX, and Hollow Prime is also code WChampFX for 30% off if you want to join me on these challenges, or you can get any challenge that you are looking for using code FPT with my funded prop review website, which I really want to work on after I finish this challenge. So thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Champ out. Peace.